Hi, this is a video about leads and melodies in one of my tracks that I released recently. The first lead is this one over here. I'm going to go through this one pretty quickly, so let's take a listen.
All around with the town to town, we'll be in the place and we rock like this. Rock like this.
So, as you can hear, it's pretty simple. But the pattern itself goes like this. Again, really simple. The important note here is this patch. So first of all, I pick almost always this first oscillator as a default wave shape, and I try to find a interesting paging filter. Usually, I crank the drive all the way up. I use this note parameter to modulate the cutoff frequency in bipolar mode, and also I use this LFO in bipolar mode. So as you can hear, when I play the sound is moving all the time. So this is the trick to make your sounds come alive. And my favorite tip to you guys who are making especially hardcore music where the melodies are really simple, my favorite tip is to make the sound move and make the sound so interesting and good that you just want to play it, and it really doesn't matter if your melody is so good or is it bad. It will sound good with good sounds, and you will make better melodies with good sounds, because with good sounds your melodies become much more simple and they get stuck in your head. What do you need to make sounds like this? Well, you need to add movement in any way possible. Moving the filter in multiple different ways with the LFO in free mode and the note parameter. And also, as you can see, I am moving the sync of the first oscillator with simple shape. With this one, I'm only using the LFO. And envelope 3 is controlling the master tuning, so we get the snap. It is really unnoticeable in low notes, but in higher notes it makes a difference. Envelope 2 is controlling filter in the effect section, because I used the first filter to do this kind of cool sound design thing. So I'm using this filter as just a normal filter to open up and close. And the effects themselves, really two things that matter. The EQ before the distortion, which is the zero square distortion. It makes a big difference, as you can see. So this sound is the most important thing, for example, in this track. So how can you achieve something like this is usually the first step is to pick a really simple oscillator shape or the wave shape and try to modulate that one wave shape using the pacing filters, for example in Serum. Of course, you can explore many different ways of modulating and moving the sound. One of the best ways is this note parameter and also the free moving LFO with little changes over time. And after I have the first oscillator up, as you can probably hear, this second oscillator makes almost no difference. But what I'm doing with this oscillator, I am opening it up really little and really slowly. So you only need this one oscillator shape basically to make this sound. And yeah, let's go through the mixer effects. I'm going to turn them off. Basically making the sound to fit this kind of mix a little bit. Some compression and some ridiculous anti-match EQing going on here. This is another filter plugin. And yeah, normally, as you can see in this part, I have this sound. And also in here. So this is my analog synthesizer from Behringer called DeepMind 12 again. So this is just a solid, you know. I did use a Viper plugin for this video, so I'm not gonna use this one. So I just layered a Viper preset. So that's the first melody. Of course, I'm using delay and reverb sends, but I'm not gonna talk about those. And the second part to this melody is this one.
All around with the town to town, we'll be in the place and we rock like this. Rock like this. This, this, this. Rock like this. This, 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 all around with the town to town, we'll be in the place and we rock like this.
The point of this video was just to get some ideas out of my head to you guys because you asked for it. And I didn't talk much about the melodies themselves because they are so ridiculously simple that probably everybody can understand those melodies if you have any kind of grasp in music production. But the main focus and the main point in this video was those lead sounds, because without those lead sounds, this track that I showed you before would be pretty damn boring, to be honest. So the leads kind of saved this track, and I use this technique all the time in hardcore music, especially if we are talking about the little older kind of hardcore music. So this technique is really powerful and used well. Thanks for watching and see you next time.